Breaking news. The world is cold. New York is cold, and it just got colder. Shakur Stevenson versus Teofimo Lopez Saturday night in the Garden is a hell of a fight. Turki Al-Sheikh, the commissioner of boxing, the true commissioner of boxing that has dispelled any narratives that the big fights couldn't happen, have did the unthinkable and brought in Debo, Devin the Dream Haney for the live fight broadcast. And both of you is on the list.
All right, what you? It ain't but one guy. Hold on. It's one guy. We ain't but one guy. It ain't but one guy. I'm keeping you away from him. That's Terence Crawford.
Every time Devin got a fight, here come Twitterson. Here come Twitterson. I'm telling you, every time he got a fight, here come Twitterson. And even when we tried to negotiate with Twitterson, right? We tried to talk to him. He came back out and started tweeting. That's why they changed it to X.
I'm gonna whoop your ass, so-called Debo. You know what happened to Debo at the end of the movie? Huh? They got hit with a brick. Huh? Debo might get hit with a brick. Talk some Latins and Spanish people. Nah, don't pick on them. Pick on me. Keep picking on Craig, and you're gonna figure out what's gonna happen. Go get hit with a brick.
Terence Crawford, the undisputed king of the ring, isn't mincing words when it comes to the Haney camp. While Bill Haney is busy issuing threats and warnings to Shakur Stevenson, Crawford is literally laughing in their faces. He's not just backing Shakur to win. He's predicting a career-ending humiliation for Devin Haney. Crawford sees a one-of-a-kind talent in Stevenson that the Haneys simply can't handle. This isn't just trash talk. It's a warning from the top. And if Bud is right, the Dion Haney era might be over before it even starts.
I be like, man, come on, man. Yeah. So every time he say that, you know, I just be like gradually getting into like looking at like, okay. And he's not that big. You know, he heavy, but he not that big.
Right.
You know, and I'm just like, all right. I'm laughing, but at the same time it started hitting me like, all right, man, maybe you know onto something.
Me and Shakur been knowing each other since we were kids. You know, we know each other well. We sparred numerous times as kids, but now, you know, friends. We're friends then, but now we're rivals. I mean, we knew that one day it would come. It might be now, it might be later. We just got to see when we align and when we're going to get it on.
Let's be real about what Crawford actually said, because the weight of his words is heavy. We're not talking about a standard, my guy beats your guy, prediction. Crawford is arguably the smartest fighter of this generation, a switch-hitting genius who dissects opponents like a surgeon. When he looks at Shakur Stevenson, he sees a mirror image of that same genius.
When I'm in there with Shakur, you know, it's a chess match, you know, because Shakur is a thinking man as well. So it's definitely a chess match, and, you know, that's something that, you know, I love, he loves, because now we gotta be creative. You gotta go in that bag and be like, nah, I can't do this with him because it's not gonna work. Now I gotta get more creative to get a little advantage over because we both competitive. Neither one of us wanna let the other one get anything off.
Crawford's exact sentiment was chilling for anyone in the Haney camp. He'll retire your son. Think about that. He believes Shakur's skill set is so advanced, so frustrating, and so complete that it would break Devin's will to fight. While Bill Haney screams about Devin's era, Crawford is quietly pointing out that Shakur beats everybody. It doesn't matter who it is, Tank, Teofimo, or Devin. Bud sees Shakur as the puzzle that nobody in the lightweight division can solve. And when the guy who dismantled Errol Spence Jr. says you're in trouble, you're probably in trouble. Of course, Bill Haney isn't going to take that lying down. His strategy has shifted from tactical analysis to full-blown character assassination. In a desperate attempt to control the narrative, Bill has started labeling Shakur a TikTok star posing as a boxer. He claims Shakur lacks the amateur pedigree and the dog needed to survive deep waters with Devin.
Boxing, he's definitely talented, you know what I mean? And he's definitely got that it. And yeah, he's definitely respected in boxing. But Shakur is a different fighter. You know, Shakur is different. You know, people may call him boring. people may say he can't punch, but they said the same thing about Floyd because they defensive fighters.
Yeah. But here's where the reality check hits hard. Just weeks ago, on January 31st, 2026, Shakur Stevenson stepped into the ring with Teofimo Lopez, a man known for ending hype trains, and absolutely schooled him. He didn't just win, he dismantled a dangerous puncher with surgical precision. Calling a guy who just dominated a fellow champion a social media hype job feels less like trash talk and more like denial. Bill is trying to convince the world that Shakur is all smoke and mirrors, but the footage from the Teofimo fight proves that the TikTok star has hands that can crack the code of any elite fighter in the game.
Every time Devin got a fight, here come Twitterson. Here come Twitterson. I'm telling you, every time he got a fight, here come Twitterson. And even when we tried to negotiate with Twitterson, right? We tried to talk to him, he came back out and started tweeting. That's why they changed it to X.
The bad blood here isn't just limited to interviews and tweets. The tension has officially spilled out of the ring and into the stands. We saw this boil over during the weigh-in chaos where Bill Haney found himself in the middle of a massive brawl near the stage. It got so bad that Madison Square Garden had to step in with threats of lifetime bans for anyone involved.
BG boys in town. This is the real gentleman of the game right here. He's paved the way for guys like Devin, inside the ring and outside the ring, but more importantly, outside the ring. He's a champion. Oh, shit.
This is critical because it changes the energy of the potential fight. It's no longer just a sporting event. It's a grudge match. When you have fathers fighting in the crowd and promoters threatening bans, the psychological pressure on the sons, Devin and Shakur, skyrockets. Devin isn't just fighting for a belt anymore. He's fighting to defend his father's honor against a camp that clearly has zero respect for the Haney brand. That kind of emotion can make a disciplined fighter reckless. And reckless is exactly what Shakur needs Devin to be. Recognizing that a direct fight with Shakur might be too risky right now, Devin Haney has executed a pivot that is as brilliant as it is messy. He's targeting little bro, Devin, and recently took to X, formerly Twitter, to demand a fight with Keyshawn Davis, Shocker's close friend and training partner. His message was clear. Little bro, then big bro. This is a classic divide and conquer strategy. Devin knows Shakur and Keyshawn are tight. They've publicly stated they will never fight each other. By targeting Keyshawn, Devin is trying to lure Shakur into an emotional trap. If he beats Keyshawn or worse, hurts him, he forces Shakur to step into the ring, not as a cold, calculating boxer, but as an avenger. It's a move straight out of The Art of War, but it carries a massive risk. Keyshawn isn't just a pawn, he's a dangerous contender in his own right. And if Devin looks past him, the little bro might just be the one to end the show.
47, you set your targets publicly on Devin Haney. #1 welterweight by ring, most estimations right now, champion. Why is that? Why Devin Haney? And you have half the amount of professional fights he has. Do you think that's something, there's enough in it for him when he's...
I was 6-0 fighting people with 30+ fights, bro.
I don't mean it from that. What I mean is
stopping him.
Why is he
stopping? No, I'm playing. I'm playing, bro. Nah, why Devin Haney, bro? Honestly, because he's a star. He's a superstar.
You asking that question. I felt like that's what it was. But go ahead.
Yeah, like at the end of the day, I'm ready to fight anybody. So I'm going for the stars. And I know Devin Haney is the same fighter from when he was at 35. He's the same fighter when he was at 40. Now he's at 40. So he ain't nothing changed. But his weight, you know what I'm saying? I will knock Devin Haney out, guaranteed. I just feel like, shouts out to Devin, though, you do your thing. Like, I have no problem against you, bro, but we talking business right now, I will knock Devin out for sure.
So, if everyone wants the fight, why hasn't it happened yet? The answer, as always, lies in the dirty side of the boxing business. Shocker's response to Devin's challenge was a cryptic but telling warning. Be careful what you wish for. But he also alluded to the real obstacle, rehydration clauses.
Okay.
Devin Haney's probably, to me, I don't think it's hit its point yet, but I think in the next year or two, it'll hit a point where it's like the world is gonna demand, you know what I'm saying? I can see the trajectory feels like it could meet like that.
I would love this fight. But look, you gotta watch what you say with and this is not even Devin fault, because Devin is very respectful of my game, and I'm respectful of his game. He's a good fighter. But his fans will clip and twist and turn things into something that is not. So I try to be real careful on what I say.
True. This is guy Jay on Twitter. He a big Haney fan. He be always clipping and changing stuff, Jay.
Yeah, they gonna make a narrative as if like I'm scared of. I think Devin's a tremendous fighter. Do I think Devin Haney can beat me? Hell no. Hell no.
Yeah.
For me personally, I'm on a different level than everybody.
Yeah.
And when it comes down to boxing, because Devin, he's a boxer. It's not like he's a fucking stone cold killer who's just gonna go in there and try to knock me the fuck out.
Yeah.
He's gonna try to outbox me. I'm the greatest boxer. How do you... So that's how I feel about the fight.
Yeah.
But it all gotta make sense from a business standpoint. I don't like getting up here and negotiating against myself. And,
for sure.
But for me, I'm willing to
But do you
make the
see
fight
it as
happen.
it being that could...
Shakur has made it clear he's done accepting bad offers, which usually translates to weight-draining stipulations. Team Haney has been accused in the past of trying to handicap opponents by limiting how much weight they can gain back after the weigh-in. For a fighter like Shakur who relies on speed and reflexes, being drained is a death sentence. By refusing these terms, Shakur is telling the world he knows his worth. He's not going to walk into a handicap match just for a payday. He wants Devin at his best, but he demands the playing field be level. If Team Haney keeps pushing for these clauses, it only reinforces the narrative that they don't believe Dion can win a fair fight.